There has been plenty of hints and teases of Daredevil characters appearing in the MCU. And of course, if we combine this with all the leaks and rumors, things are definitely in motion. Now let's talk about a pretty big Easter egg from the third episode of Hawkeye, which teases Kingpin directly, besides the cameo of him, because apparently people still don't believe it's him. So before we get into this, I will say that we actually discussed this a little bit more and kind of get a good chuckle out of it in the third episode's audio commentary, which we did make available to members just hours after the episode premiered on Disney+. If you guys would like to check that out, of course, weekly, check out the membership section. Now, with that in mind, what I am referencing is a scene where they mention the Fat Man auto repair. I mean, I brought this up during the audio commentary and we got into the discussion even more on how they're directly teasing the Kingpin. And again, if you don't get this reference, I don't blame you because it's old at this point, but there has been times in the comics where Spider-Man specifically ends up referring to Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, as Fat Man. Now, of course, this is one of those things where Spider-Man uses it as a tactic where he's making fun of the people he's going up against. And this actually isn't the first time this has been mentioned. It's been mentioned in Ultimate Spider-Man comics. It's been mentioned in video games. It's been mentioned in the Core 616 comics. So it's just keeping up with the tradition. And quite obviously, it's a clever little Easter egg, right? You have Ronin, who's taking out criminals. And he just so happens to take out, well, Echo's family member. But he works for Fat Man Auto Repair, right? And they tease that there's somebody above him. It's another clever Easter egg that they put in there that's very nicely placed, and if you pay attention, you just know what they're hinting at. If you don't, you don't. And some people have even said if you look at that, it's probably something to do with the color of it as well, because it's a white logo. Again, you know, Wilson Fisk with the white suits and everything, it's pretty on the nose, right? We can all agree with that, but at this point, it's pretty much out in the open. Yeah, Fisk is coming. It's going to happen. So this is just another one of those things that's teasing the inevitable. And if you look at some of the casuals, they'll pick up on it if they know a little bit more. If they don't, then it doesn't matter. When the reveal happens, they'll know, assuming they watched, you know, the Netflix stuff. And since those numbers indicated that many people that watched the MCU didn't, well, this will be the first time they see the character. And for them, this is flying over their head. For us, it's just another confirmation.